So, good evening everyone. My name is Minaga and I'm the Yellow Hooks captain at RIS. I'm here today with Zeyno Gurses Dolay, who is the Business Development Director at HeroGo. HeroGo is a food delivery service which specializes in distributing perfectly good fruits and vegetables that have been neglected due to their size, shapes, etc. On behalf of Regent, we are grateful and looking forward to hearing your insight and learning about your career. So, shall we begin?
Sure, let's begin. I mean, it's so wonderful to be here. Regent International, I can feel like I'm home because my kids went here and then they moved to sister school out there in summer. And this is a good initiative, right? I think it's an honor for us to guide men and gentlemen and ladies like yourself in the best way we can for your future purposes.
And so, I read that you got a bachelor's degree in hospitality in Bilkent University, Ankara, Turkey. However, your current role at HeroGo focuses a lot more on sustainability. What made you change the focus of your career from hospitality to sustainability?
Okay. I think that it's not quite related, but it is actually directly related with hospitality. Because hospitality, well, I have it in the past. The hospitality field was about food and beverage. Okay? And so, you see, in the hotels and restaurants, one of the last panelists, and the pins actually there. Yeah. 30% of the food waste happens unfortunately, at homes. But most food waste happens in the hotels and restaurants. So it is directly related because I've seen over the years how much food is wasted, how much food could have been used, selling, etc. Now, every time, of course, I'm not part in the hospitality scene, that after a certain age, you feel the urge to give back. So now it's time to give back and do something about reducing food waste because it is so crucial for our lives and for our future.
Yes, doing a sustainable art is important for our future lives. So, I also find out that you're fluent in English and Turkish while having a good understanding of German and Spanish. What motivated you to learn all these languages, and how has this benefited your career?
I think learning the language and speaking that language is not only in a favorite term of business life, but also culturally significant because yes, of course, there's something called artificial intelligence, and the main goal is sent out in the main picture. It would be very awesome. It would be, it will be at a level where people think that they don't need to speak any other language because artificial intelligence is helping them. But the thing is, in the real life, you are coming across with people from various cultures in business, right? So if you actually can speak, understand that language, you can understand the culture and communicate much better. Then that can open up a lot of opportunities and doors.
Yeah, especially in Dubai, which is such a diverse city, and UAE in whole, which is so diverse as a country.
Can I just add something at this point? I believe, as you said, of course, I'm into every kind of language which I just try to speak. But then again, here in UAE, I think it's really important for the kids to value the language of Arabic and to spend time and effort in learning that language, which is a local language, but then again, it's so crucial in this region and in the neighboring regions, and it will be very important for the young people's career, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. So, I also found out that you've written numerous articles for Forbes Turkey, a digital magazine, and you are a gastronomy columnist of Business Weekend periodicals. What motivated you to write these articles?
Thank you. So, food is all about learning. It's like a very good plan. So, it was important for me to make research and possibly summarize my researches and the things that I read and put them together with my own goals. So I started this not only to become a food writer or columnist. I just started this of my own will because I wanted to learn more and improve and possibly share all this knowledge with others. So that's how I started. I just started writing my own articles, and I also love literature. So combining the literature together with the knowledge of food or around food and the cultures around food, led me to a level where I started sharing my articles in various magazines and mass focus.
So is there anything you regret at doing or slash not doing in your career? And if so, why?
Good question that too. Of course, there are things we regret in our lives. I think because I'm so passionate about food, and along the time I could have just left a little time to go to culinary school and become a professional one in that area too.
So now I'm going to be asking you a couple more company-based questions. So, as I already mentioned, HeroGo is a company specializing in reducing food waste and improving sustainability in the food sector, with the goal of reducing food waste in the region by 50% by 2030. Can you describe the impact that HeroGo has had so far in reducing food waste in their communities, and how likely it is for them to reach that target goal by 2030?
Okay, so HeroGo, let me tell you just briefly how we do our business. So 80% of the food is imported to UAE, and also there is farming, local farming. Unfortunately, 30 to 40% of all the food, either imported or grown in UAE, goes to waste. And the reason it goes to waste is because there are reasons, but the major ones, because they are not grown and they're not produced. The end product is not to the quality standards of some grocery stores, because they are in need of produce with high quality, aesthetic looks. It's really important. That's one reason. And the other reason is excess produce, which means there is a lack of management in terms of production and demand part of it. So either the restaurants, the hotels, the grocery stores, they are not sure how much more they want, so they mislead the farmers, or the farmers do not have enough sources for the harvest, so they don't have enough manpower sometimes, that, the produce is unfortunately doesn't reach the target that it's supposed to. So as HeroGo, what we do is we buy that ugly produce from local farmers and also from the importers, the produce that would otherwise go to waste, okay? And we are an online platform, and we work on subscription basis. So there are 3 channels for which we work. One of the channels is we deliver it to your doorstep. But the kind of food that would otherwise go to waste, we determine that on a weekly basis, depending on their seasonality. And we deliver it according to your family size. You choose the size of the box and we deliver it. So that's the end consumer, which is you, your family, and everybody else living in. And the other channel is the corporates. So why do you deliver to corporates? For their employees to benefit from healthy foods and snacks instead of processed ones. And at the same time, we all should have sustainability goals for 20, 50, not only HeroGo, not only government, but we are very proud of it. And so companies, corporates also have these sustainability goals, okay, which is called SDGs, but it's okay. So they want to make sure they actually save certain amount of water, certain amount of electricity, certain amount of even manpower. So they do present these in their impact reports. So I'm underlining impact because we are an impact-driven company. What we are doing has actually an impact to the communities and to the region and the world in general.
Yes.
Sorry, I just skipped it a little bit long.
No, that was interesting. And I mean, like, at the end of the day, even if the fruits and vegetables aesthetically look different, they still taste amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As fresh, as amazing.
Yeah. So, as I already mentioned, you are the Business Development Director at HeroGo. What exactly do you do in this role, and what qualities are essential for success in a role like yours?
Okay. So, we're a startup company. We were founded just a little over a year ago. So, when you're a startup company, you have to do a lot of things at the same time. So, you have to grow your business, you have to increase your sales. So, this is actually what I'm responsible at. Growing the business, developing different partners, let's say, and also increasing the sales. So in order to achieve that, we put certain targets and we try to get close to those targets as much as we can. So the business development and the sales goes parallel to each other.
Okay. So Region as Google also tries to become more sustainable. How exactly can you use services like HeroGo to further reduce food waste in schools, businesses, and general households?
Thank you. That's a great question too. If you are talking about HeroGo and the partnership with Reachers International, absolutely we'll be thrilled to provide our produce for your country, for your even during your PE hours. At the end of PE hours, I'm sure students spend a lot of energy and they have the urge to have some sugar in their body. And if they have just a piece of banana or maybe slices of orange, how great it would be rather than a yogurt cup, right?
Yeah.
But definitely, where we are targeting, apart from the corporates and consumers, that's another thing. So catering businesses and hotels and restaurants, that's where we're also targeting.
Sure. So, in 2009, you founded EMEC, which was one of the leading gastronomy, event management, and online portal companies in Turkey. What motivated you to create this business?
It's okay. Passion for food to begin with. And because as you observe, people around you who are as passionate, as curious, in order to share on the platform. So 2008 was when I founded this platform, where a lot of articles from different food writers were shared, and own production, video productions, we presented our own video productions, and even we founded a restaurant evaluation system. But, I'm going to say but, it was too early for Turkey. Because there was no social media during those years. So it was very difficult to spread the word. And technologically, internet usage and the technological facilities were not sufficient. So the business model maybe was fabulous, but it was too early, so it was not successful.
Okay, yeah.
And that's why we switched and we started organizations, gastronomy organizations, and working with companies.
Yeah, about that. So, You organize events, food festivals, and gastronomy trips. Can you share with us a memorable experience from one of these events that really stood out to you, and why?
Okay, love to. One of them was created to merge the food cultures of Turkey and Italy. It was a festival sponsored by the municipality of a neighborhood in Istanbul. So what we did was, on one of the stalls, there was this very typical Turkish dish called mantı, okay, which is very similar to tortellini. So in the next stall, there was tortellini. And so another one, we had içli köfte, which is a sort of stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to get into detail. And arancini on the other one. So because we are both from the Mediterranean culture, we tend to have similar recipes, not exactly the same, but they have a lot of similarities in between. So we had the chance to introduce both of the cuisines to more than 1,000 people, I guess, during that event, and I think it was just fantastic.
Thank you for your insight. And I'll be asking you some rapid fire questions, so just attempt to answer them as fast as you can.
I'd love to. Try me.
So, if you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Balance.
What's your favorite cuisine?
Not fancy. Doesn't matter which cuisine.
Are you an Android or Apple bastard?
Apple.
Favorite music genre?
Got music, I wouldn't say. I don't have a one single favorite.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Iced or warm?
Warm.
Number of countries that you've been to?
Oh. 20, I would say.
And that's a lot. And what is your favorite subject in school?
Geography.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to interview you.
Thank you so much. As I said, it was a privilege, an honor, and I'm hoping and wishing the best future for yourself and for our friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone in the audience and myself have all learned a lot from this.
Great.